In today's video, we are exploring the 3 best VO2 max workouts for runners. Before we explore these 3 types of running workouts, I want to quickly define what is your VO2 max. Simply put, your VO2 max is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use while you are running. So think of your VO2 max as your body's horsepower. As you increase your VO2 max, you can run farther and you can run faster with less fatigue. There's a lot of numbers and sciencey things that go into VO2 max, but simply put, just think in your head, as your VO2 max goes up, you will be able to run farther and you'll be able to run faster with less fatigue. So now let's dive into these 3 different workouts. The first running workout to building your VO2 max is a bread and butter workout, which is hill repeats. There's 3 things I want to touch on hill repeats that are important. Number 1, find a moderate sized hill, anywhere from 4% to 10%. If it's at 4%, you'll be able to go obviously a little bit farther. You could probably stretch out the interval length of time to maybe 90 seconds or 2 minutes if it's just a slope. Whereas if it's steep, you want to keep it at maybe 30, 45, maybe 60 seconds because there's obviously a lot of added resistance on your legs. Number 2 is, again, just identify the slope, the nature of the hill, and choose accordingly of how you're going to do the rep distance in terms of the length of time. And number 3, this is really, really, really important, which is you need to just keep composure when you're running up hills. You want to be explosive, and you also just want to build good habits for when you're races, whether that's cross country, you're in a marathon, half marathon, 5K, whatever it is. So obviously shoulders back, you want to have an appropriate just running a cadence and composure. You don't want to be leaned over. You don't want your shoulders rounded down, and you don't want to be running down like this and not being able to pick up your knees. So 3 main things with hill workouts. Number 1, find a moderate sized hill, 4 to 10%. Number 2, identify the appropriate distance in terms of time, 30 seconds, 45, maybe 90. And then thirdly, focus on form. There's tons of videos out there that can help you on your form, especially on hill sprints. But hill sprints are a great way to build your VO2 max because not only do they challenge your lung capacity, but they're also building fast twitch muscle fiber and challenging the explosive strength of your legs, glutes, hamstrings, calves, the whole 9 yards. So the first workout is hill repeats. Now let's move on to the next one. The second running workout, and personally my favorite, is the tempo run to build your VO2 max. A tempo run is anywhere from 20 to 35 minutes. It's typically 80 to 90% of your max heart rate. And think, if you're running with a partner, you should only be able to get 3 to 5 words out at a time, maybe a sentence if you're feeling great. This is not a workout where you can have a conversation with someone. It's not a run where you should be having a conversation with someone. Think of a similar pace to your 10K PR, maybe just your 10K effort, right around that ballpark. Again, 20 to 35 minutes. Typically, I prefer to keep it on a flat surface. This is to stretch you aerobically. So this is not necessarily an anaerobic type of workout, requiring a lot of explosive fast twitch muscle fiber, or, a hill repeat, which we just talked about, that requires some aerobic and some anaerobic, whereas a tempo run is going to require more aerobic base. It's to stretch you, it's to pull you thin, it's to push your lungs. So again, 20 to 35 minutes, flat surface, 3 to 5 words max, 80 to 90% of your heart rate. Think 10K effort, 10K PR, and that'll be golden. Third and final workout to building your VO2 max as a runner is interval workouts. Interval workouts come in all shapes and sizes. There's the 4x4x4, which ends up being 16 minutes of hard running, 16 minutes of easy running. There's 2x1s, which is 2 minutes on hard, 1 minute off jogging. There's 3x2s, all shapes and sizes. You can look up and find in the running community all kinds of interval training. But what interval training does is kind of a mixture of both aerobic and anaerobic. It's primarily aerobic, so it's primarily working on your lung capacity, but it also is just slightly faster than your tempo runs, right? So think tempo runs 80 to 90% of your effort, whereas an interval might be 90 to 100% of your max heart rate, right? So it's just a bump up in just effort. So think tempo run might be around your 10K effort, or as an interval might be closer to your 3K or your 5K, or maybe like your 2 mile effort, right? Your 2 mile PR. So interval trainings, think of just really a tempo run broken up. It's broken up, so you're adding jogging into it, but the effort when you're on your hard efforts is slightly harder. So those are 3 different simple running workouts for you guys. Number 1, hill repeats. Number 2, tempo runs. And number 3, intervals. So often people can get in the weeds of all kinds of running workouts out there and get too complicated with just so much overwhelming information. But I highly encourage you, explore these 3, find what works for you. That's ultimately what matters most in your running journey. Find what works for you, whether that's your shoes, your workout, your nutrition, and just continue to sustainably follow through on what you're committed to. That's all I have for today's video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.